A year had passed since Alex first found Sparky in the alley, and his life had changed in more ways than he could have imagined. He had a steady job as a graphic designer at a small but creative agency. His art was flourishing, and his relationship with Jenny had grown into something meaningful. Sparky, the optimistic little robot, was still a constant presence, always finding new ways to spread joy and positivity. One afternoon, as the trio sat at a cafe, Sparky started vibrating with excitement. "I've got an idea," it chirped, its one good eye glowing brightly. "Why don't we go on an adventure?" Alex laughed. "Aren't we always on an adventure with you, Sparky?" No, a real adventure. I heard there's a place outside the city called Serenity Lake. It's supposed to be beautiful and peaceful, just the right place for 2 humans and 1 robot to explore." Jenny's eyes lit up. "I've heard of that place. I've always wanted to go, but I've never had a reason. Maybe this could be the perfect excuse." Alex smiled, feeling a sense of excitement he hadn't felt in years. "All right, Sparky, let's do it. A weekend away could be fun." The following Saturday, Alex, Jenny, and Sparky piled into Alex's old, beat-up car and set off on their journey. Sparky bounced around in the back seat, humming a cheerful tune it had composed on the spot. "This is going to be the best adventure ever," it declared. The drive to Serenity Lake was longer than expected, but with Sparky's endless stream of encouraging comments and Jenny's laughter filling the car, time flew by. When they finally arrived, they were greeted by a breathtaking view. A crystal-clear lake nestled between rolling hills and dense woods. The sun reflecting off the water like 1,000 tiny diamonds. They set up a small picnic near the shore, and Jenny pulled out her sketchbook to capture the scenery. Alex, feeling inspired, took out his own notebook and started sketching too. Sparky, meanwhile, decided to explore the area, rolling around on the grass, beeping at birds, and trying to strike up conversations with frogs. As the sun began to set, Jenny suggested they take a walk along a nearby trail. The path wound through a thick forest. The trees formed a canopy overhead, and the sound of chirping birds and rustling leaves filled the air. Sparky was in the lead, its single eye scanning the surroundings with delight. "Look at all this nature," Sparky exclaimed. "Isn't it wonderful, Alex?" Alex smiled. "Yeah, it really is. I guess I haven't taken the time to appreciate things like this in a long time." Jenny slipped her hand into Alex's. "I think Sparky's been good for both of us. It's easy to forget to see the world with fresh eyes." They walked further along the trail until the lake. The sunset bathed the sky in hues of orange, pink, and purple. It was a moment of pure serenity, the kind that Alex rarely experienced in his city life. Sparky rolled up beside them, gazing at the sunset. "This is what life is all about, friends," it said softly. "Moments like these where everything feels just right." For a few minutes they stood in silence, soaking in the beauty around them. Alex felt a deep sense of peace wash over him. He realized how far he had come since that day he found Sparky in the alley. Back then he had been lost, broken, and alone. Now he had a job he loved, a woman he cared for deeply, and a little robot that had taught him to see the world differently. Suddenly Sparky beeped urgently. "Oh, I think there's something coming this way." Alex and Jenny turned to see a small group of hikers making their way down the trail. The group looked friendly enough, but Sparky, ever the enthusiastic greeter, zoomed over to them. "Hello, new friends," it called out. The hikers, amused by the sight of a rusty little robot, began to chat with Sparky. Before long, they were swapping stories about their own adventures, sharing snacks and laughing together. Alex and Jenny joined in, and soon the clearing was filled with conversation and camaraderie.